Hello everyone, it's Cathy with Cathy's Candle Creations. I wanted to make a quick video today to cover a few business things. Whenever I'm at craft events or at market, I always take a moment to walk around. I try to find time to walk around and chat with the other candle makers that are there. And what I've noticed a lot this year alone is some things that are missing, some things that I worry about as a candle maker, as a candle seller, as a candle business owner. I see a lot of times that the candles don't have the warning labels on the bottoms. There's no candle care information that is giving. A lot of vendors are selling without any kind of business license or business insurance. These things are important. So let me cover a few things and why. Okay, and I need my glasses. So some things that you need to know before you sell your first candle. Before you sell it, you need to make sure you have tested. And when I say test, I don't mean this little 3-4 hour wick test. I mean tested your candles. Go back and look at one of my other videos where I'm talking about really testing, brutally testing. You're testing for fire safety. You're testing for product quality. When you sell your product, you want to make sure you're selling a safe, quality product. And always remember, quality in is quality out. If you use junk fragrance oils and wax that you don't know and you haven't tested, you're selling a dangerous product. People might get upset with me saying this, but if you're selling a candle, it's going to be lit. There's a fire, which means there's always a chance that it could create a fire hazard. So you want to totally test your products, brutally test your products, and know your products before you sell them. Okay, this is just common sense. If you don't know how your product is going to burn because you haven't tested it, how do you know what's going to happen when somebody takes your candle to their home and burns it brutally because they don't read the candle care information half the time? They burn it and the glass shatters that you've created it in and causes a fire, and somebody dies. That's worst case scenario. What if they just burn a room down in their house or somebody is injured from it? These things are important. You have got to test, people. It's majorly important. I cannot emphasize enough how important really testing. And yes, a lot of people think, oh my God, it gets so expensive. Yes, it does. But if you're sued because somebody burned their house down or somebody died, how expensive do you think that's going to be? So, yes, the most important thing is testing your product and knowing it. I get very frustrated when I talk to a candle maker and I say, well, how many hours of burn time do you get out of them? They have no clue. Why do they have no clue? Because they haven't tested. Okay, y'all, testing is so important. What type of wick to use? Oh, I use this wick. Well, do you understand that wick is improper for the type of candle you have created, this type of wax you're using? No, because they haven't tested. Listen, you've got to test. You've got to test. You're putting your candles in people's homes. They trust that you're giving them a product that is safe and quality. Okay. So yes, testing is the biggest thing. Go back and watch some of my testing videos, and I'll post more over time, I promise, because testing is so important. So the next thing is, do you need a business license? Do you need an LLC? You know, each state is different. Each of our 50 states in the United States of America is different. Okay, so what you need to do is contact your business license office and ask questions. Either email them or call them. Okay, you can still pick up a phone and call and find somebody that can help you. In my state, in South Carolina, in the county itself, you do not have to have an actual business license to sell out of your home, to sell But if you're in the city limits, you have to have an actual business license. Now, I have a retail license. Why? Because I sell at craft fairs and at market. A retail license is a little bit different from a business license. Plus, it helps you if you're buying things bulk and wholesale. There's some places that because you have a retail license, you can get the retail discount, a business discount. So anyway, you'll have to do the research. I can't help you with every single state. And honestly, from county to county, because I sell in different counties in South Carolina, they're different with requirements. So you have to do your research to find out if you need a business license. If you're going to have a real business, I recommend you get a business license. That's up to you, though. That's totally up to you. But the next thing I want to talk about is if you're selling your candle, if you're selling them, if you're giving them away to family and friends, this is totally up to you. But if you're going to market or craft events or selling online to where these are strangers, they're going to their houses, your candles are going into their houses, then I recommend business insurance. I know that in a lot of the forums and groups, people post and say, well, do I need business insurance? And half of them are going, nah, you don't need it. Okay. Totally up to you. My personal opinion is yes. If you're selling your candle, you need business insurance. Okay? Why? Because accidents happen. Y'all, crap happens. It doesn't matter if you give candle care information or if you verbally tell them, hey, don't burn your candle for more than 3 or 4 hours. People are going to burn those candles from 8, 10, 16 hours. And glass vessels are a lot more dangerous than the tins because at 10 hours, that glass heats up and literally can shatter. At 16, oh my goodness, and people leave candles burning all day long. Whether you believe it or not, they do. I promise you, very few of the people, very few of your customers are gonna go, oh, it's been 3 hours. Let me blow my candle out, trim my wick, and get it ready for the next burn. They light them, they burn them all day long in their home to make it smell nice. Okay, that's just reality. So if the candle's burning 10, 16 hours, that glass heats up. Have you tested it at a 16-hour burn to see how hot it gets? Have you tested it to see if it's going to shatter? Have you tested to see if your wick's going to slide when it gets to the bottom? Lean over against that glass and bust it? Have you tested those things? Testing's important. Then what else can happen? You're at market, you're at a craft fair, and I have a few glass vessels. Most of mine are tins as far as but I have the dessert candles that are in glasses. Okay, what if somebody's smelling your beautiful candle, going, oh, this smells amazing, and it slips out of their hand and falls onto the ground and busts, and a piece of glass flies and hits them in the leg, or they reach down, oh, let me pick this up. They reach down to pick it up and they cut their hand. These are liability things that can happen, okay? That's part of why you need insurance. Another thing, I make dessert candles. Even though I put disclaimers and all, thankfully I do use soy and the cleanest scents, but what if a child eats some of it? What if a child eats some of it and they get upset stomach or they get sick? Liability. People, I'm telling you, there's just because accidents happen, things happen, a candle is sitting in a window and the window's open a little bit and the curtain blows and catches the flame. That's an accident, but it's liability. So insurance is important. I don't care what all these other people are telling you. Insurance is important. You got to cover your behind, bottom line. Because crap happens. I'm trying to be nice, but that's reality. So these are things to think about. The testing is so major important. I cannot reiterate how important. So test your candles, know them. You might get tired of doing it, but make sure you do it. You want to cover your behind. Insurance helps. There are different types of insurance. That's a whole nother video. Let me tell you, Jeff Stanley has a good one out there. I'll try to put a link in the bottom of it. He covers a lot more on just the insurance. And Jeff Stanley, Wade Thomas are two of the candle makers that totally have my respect. Okay, so I do recommend them. I don't recommend others that I don't totally agree with or have respect for. But Jeff Stanley and Wade Thomas are too. Armitage is pretty good. I've watched several of his over the years, and he gives pretty good advice too. I will throw him in there and say yes, I agree with him for the most too. So why do you need insurance? You know, I've had kennel insurance for years now and never had to use it. And guess what? I hope and pray I never have to. But if I do, I don't want to lose my home, my livelihood, because I didn't have insurance. You know, I don't want to take away from my family because I didn't have insurance. So you decide whether it's important. Personally, I think it is, but it's up to you. Let's see, what else do I have? Oh, y'all don't get it, but when you are talking on these candle groups and forums, and you disrespect another candle maker, and you say something bad about their candles, that can be construed as slander. Do you understand that you can be sued for slander? Your liability insurance will help. So to eliminate that, just treat people the way you want to be treated is the way I look at things. Don't say bad things. If you don't agree with, there's a lot of things I don't agree with that's online. I just keep my mouth shut. You know, I'm not going to put myself in a position where somebody gets me for slander, or they get my temper up, and my southern woman comes out and I show out. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. You need to watch what you post, especially when it's in written form and can be printed out and taken to a lawyer. Okay, be careful. So that's another insurance thing. just reality, people. I'm telling you, watch what you say and do. So when do you need insurance? If you're selling candles, if you're selling them to the public, people you don't know. If you're just giving them to family and friends and you're testing, your choice. Is your family and friends gonna sue you? Then if not, don't worry about it. But yeah, be realistic. People, we live in a sue happy country. Okay, people will sue you for the craziest things. I don't ever want to be put in that position, so I watch what I do. I watch what I say, and I test like crazy. Okay, I test my candles like crazy. So other things. Y'all, I'm not seeing warning labels on the bottoms of people's candles. That's just crazy. People may never look at it. They may never pick it up and look at the bottom of your candle. But put that warning label. They cost pennies. You get them in spools or big sheets of. They cost pennies that help you liability wise. They help you some. You know. Realistically, put them on there. Yes, I hate labeling things. That's the worst part of making candles, is having to put my labels on them and the warning labels. But you pick one of my candles up and it's gonna have a warning label, and it's gonna have my label on it. So and my label is gonna have my information on it. Where because I'm proud of my candles, I want people to be able to find me and know me. Okay, but yeah, candle care papers are, when I sell candles at market. Craft fairs, they get a candle care paper, which has a lot of information on it. Will they read it? Big possibility they won't. There's a couple people that will, and that makes me feel better, okay? Plus, it makes me feel better that I am covering myself. Is that going to help me if they burn their house down? No, it's not. It's not. You're still going to be liable. But for my peace of mind, I strenuously test, and I have warning labels, and I give candle care information. So there are other things business-wise. Your sales taxes. If you're selling, okay, if you're always getting cash, you may be able to slide by with it. But if you're taking credit cards, PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, all those things are documented. The government can find you, okay? And when the government can find you, you can get in trouble. So make sure you're paying your sales taxes too. You want to stay up on those. Because I'm going to tell you what, I've seen it with big corporations. I don't know about little people like us, but the government likes their money, and they will find ways to get it or put you in prison. So I don't want to go to jail. So just to cover this really quick again, because I didn't want it to get this long. I know I'm chatty, but make sure you test your candles. Make sure you really, not just this little bitty burns, test them, brutally test them, so you know that they're fire safe. Cover yourself with your business insurance. There are different kinds of business insurance. I have liability and product liability for my candles. Okay. What I will say is just look at Jeff Stanley's video that I'll put down in the link below, and check it out. He covers more on the actual insurance part. And like I said, I trust Jeff. LegalZoom is a great place when you're looking for your business license and your information on taxes and stuff. LegalZoom, they cost money. They cost, but y'all understand, spending $200-300 in the beginning could save you thousands of dollars over time, millions if you get sued. So, warning labels. Please put warning labels on your candles, and please know your candles. I'm just trying to help. Really, I'm just trying to help, and I am just one person. These are just my thoughts and opinions as a candle maker and as a business owner. So, I really do hope it helps. As many of you know, you can always message me. I try to message every single person back. When you comment below, I always try to comment back to every single person. But I'm really just trying to help you help yourself. We need to make safe products. Candle makers need, especially small business candle makers, need to have good reputations. So I really hope this helps. I really didn't mean for it to go as long as it has, but if you need me, y'all can find me at Simply Soy. You can message me, and I will help the best I can. I do not claim to know it all, but I am more than glad to help with what I am confident in and have experienced and do know. Okay, so I hope this helps. Y'all have a wonderful day. See you next time. Bye.